Okay, the first thing is the vertex. So I'm gonna draw the vertex onto these two parabolas and tell me if it kind of makes sense, if you guys understand what the vertex means. There's that one, and there's that one. Okay, so when we talked about lines, you guys look for the slope, you look for the y-intercept, rise over run, all that stuff. Okay, when we're doing parabolas, you are going to look for the vertex. That's one of the things you're going to have to find. Okay? So now, what the vertex actually is, now that we have, once we have numbers in there. Okay, so for this specific graph right here, all right, the vertex would be this point here. Okay, now remember, a vertex is a point, so we need to have an x and a y. All right, so what is the x and the y that goes with that point right there, that purple dot? Or in other words, how would we label that dot? Let me look. Good. Does that make sense, what Alberto said? Anybody good, Carla? It's 0, 0. Okay, so you have two of these questions on your practice quiz where it just gives you a picture and says, find the vertex. For this one, it would be 0, 0. That would be your answer. Okay. So now I want to do another example here, just to kind of show you. I'm going to take this one off now, and I'm going to do this one here, x squared plus 1. Okay, so on this one now, and again, if you had Desmos, you would just click right here, and it literally tells you what it is. Okay, so, I clicked on it, I kind of gave it away. But the vertex of this one, you notice how it just moved up? It didn't move over at all, it just moved up 1. So the vertex of that one would be 0, 1. Okay, so good question, Ezekiel. It's not always where it touches the y-axis. Okay, I'm going to give you another one now. All right, what if I gave you this one here? Okay, so now here's your parabola. Okay, would you guys agree that this is the vertex, right? And in this specific one, it's not on the y-axis. Y-axis is right there. Okay, this one is not on that line. But this vertex, we can still write it. It would just be, good, Milagros. It's the lowest, or it could also be the highest. Okay, watch what happens if I do this. If I put a negative in front, you see how it flips it over? So now it's the highest point. But it's going to be one or the other. It's not going to be lowest and highest. It's either the lowest or the highest point. That's what the vertex is. Okay, so this one here, I just clicked on it. This one would be 3, -1. Okay, so that's another good way. I like that what Milagro said. Another good way to think about the vertex is the lowest or highest point. Okay, so that's another way you could think about the vertex. Lowest and highest point.